Howdy, I hope things are going well. Today's math is actually, I think it's quite a bit of fun. This is something we touched on just a little teeny tiny bit in class, but we're going to take a little bit more to review it today. Today is how we're going to be practicing how to multiply together three numbers. So let's say we had to multiply like a number that was 3 times 7 times 15. Okay. To do that, it's actually not too bad. All we have to do is multiply two of these numbers together and then multiply the product of that one times the last one. So what I would recommend doing is pick the numbers that for you are probably going to be the easiest to multiply together. So kind of let me show you what I mean. I know at first 3 times 7. I know right off the bat 3 times 7 equals 21. That's easy. Now all I have to do is multiply 21 times 15. And we learned how to do that yesterday. So 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. I'm switching into the tens place, so I regroup with a 0. 1 times 1 is 1, plus 2. 1 times 2 is 2. Add those together. 5, 1, and 3. So all I did with that one is multiply 3 times 7 together to equal 21, and then I multiplied that 21 times the 15. Now another way of doing it, let's see, I probably got more space over here. Another way of doing it is I could do actually 15 times 7 first. I could take and multiply those two together. So 5 times 7 is 35, 5 in the basement, 3 in the attic. 7 times 1 is 7. Plus 3 is 10. So 15 times 7 equals 105. The last thing I have to do now is just multiply that times 3. 3 times 5 is 15, so 5 in the basement, 1 in the attic. 3 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 4, and 3 times 1 is 3. 345. Uh-oh, that's a problem. I got two different answers. All right, where's my mistake? So 21. And then 5, 10, 1 times 1, 1 times 2. Okay, it must be this one. 17 times 5, 5 times 7 is 35, 10, 5, the 1. Right here. Bingo, that's my mistake. 3 times 0, and I know some of you were saying that when I said that wrong. 3 times 0 is 0, not 3. 3 times 0 is 3, plus 1 is 1, 315. So see, even teachers can make mistakes. So either way, I get 315. So the nice thing about these is you get to choose what you want to do. All you have to do is multiply two of the numbers together first, and then multiply the answer of that number times a third number. Let's do another example. Let's say I had 2 times 8 times 29. Now, in my experience, I would rather do one digit by multiple digits than two digits by two digits. That's just me. So if I multiply 2 times 8, I'm going to have 16, and then I have to multiply 16 times 29. So on the front end, I get a super basic, easy fact, but then on the back end, I have to do the double digit multiplication, which is a little bit more complicated. I would rather just do multiple digits by one digit 2 times. So let me show what I mean by that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to do 8 times 29 first. 8 times 9 is 72, so 2 in the basement, 7 in the attic. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 7 is 23. So this 29 times 8 equals 232. Next, I'm going to multiply 232 times 2. So I could do 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, and 2 times 2 is 4. 464 would be your answer for that one. So you can have two choices with these. You can kind of multiply the easy fact together first and then have two double digit by double digit multiplication question. Or you can multiply a smaller number by a bigger number first and then just have one digit by multiple digits and then one digit by multiple digits. Either way it works, you just have to make sure that two of the numbers get multiplied and then the third number is multiplied by that product. Let's try one more. Let's do 5 times 7 times 26. So again, I always like to just multiply one of these single numbers times the big number first, so I can avoid doing the double digit by double digit multiplication. So 5 times 26 is what I'm going to do first. 5 times 6 is 30, so 0 in the basement, 3 in the attic. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 3 is 13. So I've multiplied that one, I've multiplied that one together. Now, all that's left is I have the 7 still I need to multiply with. I have 130 times 7. 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 3 is 21, so 1 in the basement, 2 in the attic. And then 7 times 1 is 7, plus 2 is 9. So the product of 5 times 7 times 26 is 910. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was informative and kind of fun. You kind of get a mix and match and choose how you're going to do the problem. So you just multiply two of the numbers together and take the product of that number and multiply it times a third. Give me an air high five. Thanks for your hard work this week.